Hi everybody, welcome to Jana's Crochet Journey. Today is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. How is everybody doing? Welcome back all of my previous subscribers, future, current, everybody. Today is pretty breezy out there, but can't say that we can complain too much for the weather here in Western New York. It is November after all. I wanted to pop on here quick before I went to work. I wanted to show the 2 commission blankets. Finally finished. Yay! Just have to make arrangements to either mail them to her or hopefully meet her somewhere. I know if I mail them, that's going to cost a little more. Not that I know what shipping is up to these days, but we'll see. I have a little snippet done on she is a witch doll. Halloween's over, but I'm not sure the colors that I'm going to use on her outfit. And I've made some progress on the squares for the crochet along that I'm doing. So first off, the 2 blankets that I was commissioned for used Bernat blanket yarn. I used the vintage white in both blankets, and then I did a pale gray for one and burgundy plum on the other. I have a little bit of yarn of the colors left over, and I did order extra of the vintage white because you can just never have enough white. We all know that. And I don't have any other white, like real white or the vintage white in my stash. So did not measure. If someone really wants to know, just message me or email me and I can message them, hopefully before I get them to my friend. But I did show the completed one with the gray before, and these are for, I don't know if they're 2.5 toddlers. So there's the bottom. And again, I got 3 or 4 vintage white figuring per blanket, but I only used like 2.5, 2 3/4. And then of course there's gray left. And this is just where you double or half double in the single and single in the half double. So hopefully you can see that. It's a really tight texture. Hopefully no little fingers and toes will go through it. So I think it's a nice size blanket. And even when they get to be a little higher single digits, it'll be a nice throw blanket as well. And then the burgundy plum it's more purpley plum than what it's showing. Let's see if I can, hopefully you can see that. And so it's from here. I did 5 pinstripes and then 10 rows of the vintage cream. At least I think. Sometimes I lost track, I'm just saying. And the pattern was by Yarnspirations, called the Pinstripe Crochet Blanket. And it's a free pattern on the website. And I used 10 millimeter for the chain, and then I did 8 millimeter for the blanket. And I probably should have just did 10 millimeter for the blanket and went up a hook size for the chain. But I don't know, it's fine. I mean, it's drapey. So, but I sent her a picture of both the blankets and she's loving them. I'm assuming they will be Christmas gifts. All right. So, now that that is done, I paid for a pattern, Amy Witch, and I can't remember how much the pattern was, but let me move this a little bit. I used a 5 millimeter hook. Now on YouTube, it's HUONGKON is what you'd look under on YouTube to find her, because she actually has videos step by step, which to me was a huge help so far. Sorry people, I got a hair. And last time I showed, I just had her head done and stuffed. So I didn't do much more than that. I got the ears and the hair cap. So the ears, you can either glue or stitch on. I stitched. There was a long enough tail that I was able to stitch, and you still have a little play up in here. And then the hair cap is not exactly how the pattern is, but whatever, I'm okay with it. She also had these a little more twirly. Mine didn't do that. She suggested if you didn't have a super tight tension to go down a hook. I thought I could wing it and still get curls, but I couldn't. So I just, and then she had you do the 4. Now these came out twirly curly on their own, but I mean, I'm all right with it. Still have to attach the hair cap. Have not done that yet. And still deciding if I'm going to add a little blush on the cheeks or just leave it. There's no mouth in the pattern, so I'm not sure if I'll just leave her like this. But that's where I am so far. Now I think I'm going to go back, and the body starts feet down, and I think that might be my next step. But the biggest problem is I have to decide what colors I want to make her outfit, because you start with, your shoe, the black, this one's red, and then because it's like, the witch, but I don't know. I did pull black for the hat, but again, I'm undecided. So for the skin color, I'm using Big Twist Cream, and the hair was Premier in Fuchsia. And again, 5 millimeter hook, which is bigger than what's in the pattern, because in the pattern she used cotton, so I did not. And the last update for my projects today is the Cal that I'm doing. It's called The Gift of Christmas by Black Sheep Wools is the name of the website. But on YouTube, she's Made by Anita, all one word. And these patterns also have videos, which is nice. But I haven't needed to use the videos. So week 6, which is the last week, just came out, which she's showing you how to put the squares together. And I'm not that far. But I did finish week 1 completely. And these are free, by the way. You go on to Black Sheep Wools and you search free patterns, and she has so many free patterns. And then you download them into a cart and you buy them, but there's no charge. And then they just come to you in email, and there you go. So let me go back. This is what it will look like when it's done. And let me see, let me find the picture of week 1. All right, this is called Is That For Me? So that's the first one. And what I did was I picked a bunch of colors because I had a bunch of sparkle glitzy yarn that I feel is Christmas yarn, and I numbered the labels, or actually lettered the labels. And then I went on the pattern because she tells you which ones to use. And then I just pulled the skeins that had that letter. And that's the color combination that I got. Some of them might seem a little weird, but it wasn't me choosing. It was just the random thing, which I kind of liked. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first one you had to make 8. Actually, I just showed you the pattern. Yeah. Okay. So again, week 1, and these were the combinations. So then I just pulled the letters, and these are what I got. So this one, I ended up doing, I don't know if you can see the sparkle. I only had 2 of these, and it's not going to be enough just from the squares that I've done so far. So this is Red Heart with Love, and I might have to try to either buy more or just get another pale gray. And then I need another color to join them all. So I'm going to have to do a little yarn shopping to be able to finish this. So isn't that fancy? I hope it comes out for you the way it's showing up. So there's one, and then there's another one. And this one. Another combo. I mean, I'm not a fan of a lot of green, but this is what I had. So maybe if I find a white with sparkle to join them all. And the last one for that one. All right, so that was week 1. And week 2, I'm working on the last one. So this was week 2, called Give It a Shake. And there was 4 combos. You have a main, 1 stripe, 2 stripe, and the bow, and then the back. So I have not weaved in all my ends, just saying, but here's one. Now these I feel are a little wonky, but once you sew them all together, it should be fine. And then there's this one. And this one was the first one I did. It actually has all the tails gone. And then this is the one I'm working on. I have my colors and my bow. I'm just putting the border on. And then as I was looking ahead, there are actually 2 patterns for week 2. This one is called Feels Like Socks. Let me see. And it'll go that way. She gives you 3. And then there's a bonus where if you want to make it with a pocket, if you want to stuff some goodies in there, which I probably won't, but yeah, because I probably would have had to do that with the batch I'm just finishing up, but there's always next time. And then I went on this morning and I got weeks 3, 4, 5, and then 6 where you're actually attaching them. So we'll see how quick I can whip these up. Again, I will have to go get some more yarn with some sparkles. I did look on Walmart's website and the colors on there were kind of limited, but I haven't looked at Walmart's yarn in a while, so it's probably limited anyways. Otherwise, I'll just order some. All right, I think that is it. I just wanted to update everybody on my projects. I wanted to show the blankets so that I can get them off to my friend. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to see what I've been up to. Please like, subscribe, share if you want to, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.